3.
Good morning, good afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. Welcome to PE at Home with LSC. My name is Andy. By the end of today's lesson, you should be able to work on your communication skills, your decision making, and your technique around your throwing in the shot put. Something we're going to need in this lesson is something to mark out an area. You're going to need a partner and a scoring system. You can use at home what you've got available to you. I hope you enjoy this, have a go, have some fun. Okay, good morning Tom, how are we doing?
Good morning, I'm good.
Good stuff, good stuff. What we're going to work on today in athletics, Tom, is our throwing and building communication in around our throwing. Before we do that, we're going to do a warm-up. In our last athletics session, we worked on jumping, so we're going to start the warm-up, and in it, there is some jumping. So I'll show you a demonstration of it. I'll have one go, and I'll let you have a go. So the idea of this warm-up, Tom, is that the exercise is hard enough to elevate our heart rate, and for us, hopefully, to get a bit of a sweat on. So what we're going to do for jumping, we're going to squeeze the tennis ball between our legs, or our feet, should I say. We're going to jump our way to the hoop, pop it in there, and then come back till we've done all 5. So we'll squeeze it nice and hard, and I jump. When I get there, leave it in. I'm going to run back to my position, pop the next ball in, and then start again. Is that okay? Yeah. So I'll set you up, Tom. And when I say go, we're going to go. Remember, we're going to try and do this at a pace that's going to elevate our heart. So get your first tennis ball ready. And off you go. Keep going. That's it. Nice and quick tempo. Nice jumps. Good. Well done, Tom. You've got 3 left. Can we speed it up a little bit? Oh, no. Don't worry about it. Keep going. Well done, Tom. Good times. That's all 5 tennis balls done there. What I want you to think about now, Tom, is how we can make this warm-up a little bit more challenging. Okay? Children at home would like to do the same. From the first part of the warm-up there, the next part I want you to think about is making it more challenging for yourself. Okay, Tom, so just before we finish there, I asked you to challenge yourself with this warm-up and make it a little bit harder and a bit more challenging for you. Before we do that, before you tell me, what I want you to do focus on is last week's lesson we worked on jumping and some of the techniques in there which you've come up with which were really good, and it was around trying to jump what? Further. Just tell us, recap quickly on some of the points you gave us to do that. Can you remember?
I was bending my knees for more power, I was swinging my arms, and I was moving my feet forward to avoid the sharps.
Perfect. Okay, so for myself, bearing those points in mind, I've got an idea of how I can make this more challenging, including some of those things you've just said. What was your idea? What did you come up with?
I thought I'm going to move this hoop a bit further away, so I have to jump further.
Super. Right, so we'll have a go at that. What I'm going to do to make you jump further as well, I'm going to add, if you think to last week's lesson, we had some sharks, and I have some sharks here, but I'm also going to have some alligators. So if you can jump 2 in 1, even better. So we don't want to land in here. We don't want to be bitten by the sharks or the alligators. Is that okay?
Okay.
Right, sharks. Whenever you're ready, let's give this a whirl.
Sharks and alligators.
Sharks and alligators together. They're very hungry. They've had no breakfast. Don't you be their breakfast.
What, to eat my toes?
You might do. Off you go.
Oh.
Super. So one great big jump. Brilliant. Keep going, Tom. So we did it in 3 there. Can we do it in 2? 1, 2. Great work, Tom. So if you think now, we are getting further with our jumps, aren't we? And that's what we want. We've got 2 tennis balls left. Let's speed it up a little bit if we can. Good work.
I'm scared they're going to eat me though, sir.
They might do. Keep going. And 1 left. Yes. Good work, Tom. Well done. Children at home, if you could have a go as well at that. Have lots of goes, as many as you need to. Let's see how you get on. Okay, Tom, so what we're going to work on here is our throwing. I'm going to show you the challenge of what we're going to do. Before we do that, we warmed up. Do you know the importance of why we warm up? What do we do it for?
So I don't get hurt.
So you don't get hurt in what way? Let's have a little discussion.
My muscles don't get hurt because my muscles will be warm.
Brilliant. Okay, so it's to warm your muscles up. Do you know what job your heart does in the warm up?
It gets faster.
It beats faster. When it starts beating faster, where does all the blood go? Have you got any idea?
To my muscles.
That pumps all the blood around your body. Right, Tom, let me show you this challenge. So, there's a couple of conditions on this game. The first one is that you must throw the beanbag on your knees. The second one is that it's got to go over the wall. In our case, we've got 2 stools, and that's acting as our wall. The aim of the game is to try and knock the footballs or the sponge balls off the markers. And as I said, we've got to be on our knees. We've got to go over the top of the wall. I want you to work out the way you want to throw it. So it goes over the top to knock one off. And that's pretty much it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So, Tom, I'll get that beanbag for you, and I want you to have a go at that. I think you've got 5 attempts, am I right, at having a go. So whenever you're ready, off you go. Good, well done. Straight away, 1 out of 1. Knocky, good try.
So close. Oh.
Great work, Tom. Well done. Good first attempt there. What we should do now, Tom, is have a little reflection and have a think about how you did, what you're going to do better next time, or how you're going to improve. Is that okay? Okay, Tom, so before we did that, I asked you to have a little reflection on how you did and how you can improve your throwing technique. What did you come up with?
So I thought, because last time I was throwing it like this, from down low to up high, and it's going too far, I thought maybe my muscles are too big, maybe I'm too strong. But then I thought, I'm just going to throw it from higher, it should come straight down rather than it going up.
Ah, okay. So let's talk about that then. So your first part, you just said you spent, you got 5 or 6 beanbags there. You spent your time going from low to high, and when you were throwing it, the momentum was going too far forward. So you've now come up with a way of throwing, what did you say, overarm?
Yeah, so it's going to come from higher to lower straight away.
Okay, super, right. So we're on the right track then. So we're now going from, instead of going low to high, we're going higher to lower, and hopefully the momentum won't carry it forward as much. Do you want to have a go at that, and let's see how we get on?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that, great effort, great first attempt. Good, keep going. Oh. 2 left, 2 to go. 1 left. Good, right, Tom, I'm going to challenge you, because if we look there, we only didn't knock off 1 of the footballs, so we've had success. So your idea and your thinking around going from low to high, high to low, has worked and we've been successful. How I'm going to challenge you, I'm going to move the stools or the wall back a little bit, so it is going to get harder. I'll pass you back the beanbags, and to even make this more challenging, just move where you are back a little bit. The distance has also increased. Once I've set these up, I'll say go, and then we can make a start.
I'm going to get them all this time.
Right, okay, are you? Right, when you're ready, Tom, give that a whirl.
Oh no, too strong.
Two left.
No, I didn't get any, sir.
Okay, Tom. So what I want you to think about then is why we didn't get any that time. Was it that the challenge was too hard, or was it that your technique wasn't right? So just have a pause there, have a reflection and a think on what we can do next, okay? Okay, Tom, on reflection on that one, as we weren't as successful, why do you think we weren't as successful?
I think maybe I didn't have enough control, so they weren't close enough to the targets. I kept throwing them past them, too far.
Past the target. All right. So what I want you to think about is this type of throw in an athletics session or in an athletics environment. What we trying to do? What type of throw do you think it relates to?
Is it a shot put?
Shot put throw is what we're trying to get to here. So if we think about technique-wise, what I want you to try and do next is start at your chin here, and I'm going to split your stance a little bit. You're going to keep you on your knees, but rather than being from 2 knees, if you go to 1 knee first, and as I said, go from your chin. Let's just have a look at your first throw. Off you go. Much better. So straight away, because you started at your chin here, your arm pushed as opposed to throwing. That's great. Carry on that technique. Lucky, it's not bad. One more.
Yes.
Good. So we finished with success there. As we're at that now, and we've done well, can you stand up and try? Just try one the same way.
Oh,
Try
no.
a second one. And your third one. Okay, just stay there for me. Just going to let you have another go with 3, but I'm going to help you out with technique a little bit. So, what I want you to do, you're already right with splitting your stance. What could I do with my body to get the beanbag to go a little bit further?
Could push with your body as well. So.
Push with my body, and if we think back to our athletics jumping session, what did our knees do?
Bend.
They bended, our knees bend. So I want you to use your body as well to throw. You're going to split your stance. You can put a target arm out, you bend your knees, and you use pushing as the movement. So I want you to continue that. Is that okay? Yeah? Give that a whirl and let's see how we get on. Good, so bend those knees and push up through your body. Good, much better. Good technique.
Oh.
Well done, Tom. Great work. Children at home, I'd like you to go away and have a go at that. Have as many goes as you want and think about incorporating some of the techniques we've done there. Okay, Tom, so I've got a challenge for us next to finish our athletics throwing session. A couple of conditions on it. The beanbag has still got to go over the wall, and we've got to throw in a shot put manner. We're going to start, I'll show you a demonstration, by being on 1 knee. Whatever items I hit here, I'm going to collect. If I hit more than 1 item, I collect them, I run and get it, and I place it in my hoop. I'm yellow, you're red. If I hit nothing, I collect nothing. What I really want to focus on is all the good work, all the good stuff that we did in the first part of the lesson around the technique and some of the ideas you came up with. So, shot put manner, yeah? I'm going to throw. This is just my demonstration, so I hit the football there, so I'll run quickly, avoiding your beanbag. So when I'm throwing, or when I'm collecting, just pause for a minute so I don't get hit, and I run back, pop it in, and you'll be going and so on. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right, this is a competition, so we're both going to go at a similar time, but we're going to avoid throwing the beanbag or the shot put at each other for safety. Okay? You ready, Tom?
Yeah.
Ready, set, bananas. Hey. Ready, go. I've got nothing, so it's yes. You're 1, I missed. Let's go. Get back, attackers. Yes. Oh. I hit that first, Tom. Unlucky lad. That's not fair. Go on, you can throw, it's okay.
Yes.
I hit it first again.
No!
Yes. One more throw each, Tom. Right, Tom, if you count up your items, we'll see who's won. I think it's clear to see that I've won.
I've only got 2.
You've got 2 and I've got 6. So I've beaten you quite easily there, Tom. We're just going to pause there for a minute, have a little reflection on how we did and how we can make it better. I am going to challenge us a little bit further on the next part too and add in a couple of things. Okay? Okay, Tom, so I asked you there to reflect on that game and why you lost so badly to me. I know I'm awesome and I'm great at the shot put in athletics. Why do you think you didn't win? What went wrong for you? You didn't win, should I say?
I think I wasn't turning my whole body when I was throwing, and I got a bit upset at the end when I was so far behind and I wasn't concentrating, I think.
So your technique was off a little bit, and as you got behind, you maybe rushed it, which then threw you off.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so try and put that in now. Don't rush, take your time, because the better you throw is, the more points you're going to get. And always think about the technique, what we're doing, because that's the whole point of the lesson, isn't it? Even though it's fun, the technique is still really important. I've put some new challenges in. We talked about, didn't we, the type of throw we're doing. Just remind me what it's called.
Shot put.
Shot put. And we know the technique, we're pushing in this. It's changed a little bit in terms of there's more points, but I've got some magic beans now. Some are footballs, some magic beans. I'm having a little bit of maths. And what this creates, Tom, if you hit a football, if I have got a marker or a cone, you can take it away. If I haven't got any and you hit one straight off, I'd be on -1. And then when I do get it, you can take it. Makes it a little bit more fun and it adds a little bit of maths and taking away into our lesson. Do we understand the game?
Yeah.
Shall we have a go at it? So we'll let this one roll all the way to the end and we'll see who wins the competition out of me and you, okay?
Me this time.
You're going to go for it, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Let's go. Play.
I got it first. Yes.
Red. Keep going, Tom. Some great throwing going on there. Oh, so there you go. So what happens now, Tom?
I can take one of yours.
You can take one away. Thank you. Well done. Take that right back off you, Tommy left. Go on then. Miles off it.
I got the magic
Done it
bean.
again. Well done, Tom. Great throw, great aim.
I'll take your magic bean. Because I'm magic. Oh.
Well
Yes.
done, good work.
Whoa. Oh no.
Right, just pause there a minute. So I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to add something in. So now, if we hit one of those, we've got 3 together, so you get all 3.
Wow.
Hit one of those, you've got 2, and then you've got this little bad boy at his end on your own, okay?
Okay.
Pretty close in terms of competition. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh,
Missed. Yes, so I've got all 3 there. Well done, Tom.
both of them.
Last one, who's going to do it?
No.
Oh, missed as well.
Yes.
Well done, Tom. Let's have a count up, see who's won the game. I'm sure it looks roughly even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What did you get, Tom?
10.
Oh, one more than me. Well done, Tom. Good win.
Excellent.
Children at home, if you have a go at that, think about your technique and have lots of fun doing it. Hi guys and welcome back. Quick recap on today's lesson. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to worked on your communication skills, your decision making and your technique around the shot put in our throw. When you're having a go at these, Please do tag us in on our social media. We'd love to see the lessons that you do and how much fun you have around doing them. Hope you enjoy them. See you soon.